a little sign of things to come. Trip number 10 will be called the Infinite, by the way. But this is the Infinite experience. It's like a NASA thing. There's an International Space Station. So it's funny tying all this together. That Infinite experience. It was kind of like an immersive virtual reality kind of thing, right? And I did that. It was really cool. If it comes to your town, you got to go check it out. It's really cool. But you're basically walking around in a headset, a VR headset like this, for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Now, right after that experience, I felt like, I don't know, like disembodied from my body. And I had my job at the time still. And so I had this thought of like, dude, I feel like I'm in, like, apart from myself, like I'm in a dreamlike state. What if getting one of these things can help, spur on this astral projection, remote viewing, gateway experience thing? So I went ahead and bought one, and it actually didn't quite work how I thought. So, but at least I have a cool Oculus now. But now that I've quit my job, I want that money back. But regardless, why am I blabbering on right now about that? It seems that there's a lot of interest in the gateway experience and astral projection and that kind of thing, and it's the most views that I've gotten out of any of my videos has been that tiny little update where I said like gateway experience unlocked, and I definitely had an experience. I've done a little bit of research, and it seems that I had what they call a low energy experience, like a low energy projection, and it was very similar in some ways to lucid dreaming, which I've had a lot in my day. So I wanted to do more research and everything. I've been trying. The gateway experience is actually way harder than if you read that paper that the CIA released or whatever. It makes it seem like anyone can do it. It's freaking hard, y'all. It's really tough, especially like someone like me that sucks at meditation and stuff. But regardless, the interest in it and the fact that I've done it like, I guess once. I mean, I would really call that like half of the, it was a halfway experience, and I had a little bit of success in trying to do other methods of astral projection. I've reached what they call the vibration state, where it's a long story. You feel like that you are. It's basically sleep paralysis. You feel like a wave roll over you. They call it the lead blanket, where you can't move, and you feel like you're kind of being shocked. There's a vibration, and that's kind of like the first step. And then from there, you kind of roll out of your body, or you can stand up out of your body, or you can float up or whatever. And that part, like the willing yourself to do that, that's really hard. I was able to roll out one time. That was my partial experience. But it just wasn't exactly how people explain it to be. It definitely was an experience, and I'm going to do a little episode about it. But regardless, I'm trying different methods. I've found a couple other methods, and I've been trying with limited success for the past, couple weeks. I try it every other night. It's called the Indirect Method. The direct method is you lay down and you trick your body into sleeping. Like you lay down and pretend you're going to sleep, basically. You close your eyes, don't move anything, and try not to, let your mind go crazy. And, try to be as calm and still and everything as possible. And you can somehow trick your body into thinking that it's asleep. And the whole, all the chemicals and stuff that happen that induce paralysis, because that's what happens at night when you go to sleep, is so that you don't stand up and start acting out your dreams. Your body makes you go paralyzed. You can move your eyes, and that's why people like move their eyes in deep REM sleep, but you can't move anything else. And so this lead blanket that they call it, the wave that washes over you and the vibrational state that they talk about, that is what that is. And so from that, if you can soldier through that part and realize that you are about to enter the astral plane, you can pop out of your body. So I've been attempting that using the indirect method, which is basically, so the direct method is you trick your body into thinking it's asleep. It's extremely hard to do. And then you have the indirect method, which is a lot easier, which is you basically interrupt your sleep. Instead of your standard 8 hours, you get like 5 or 6 hours, right? You set an alarm so that you wake up after like 6 hours, and you stand up, you walk around for a little bit of time, just enough to make you a little bit more awake, but not to the tipping point to where you can't go back to sleep. You still want to be drowsy, and then you go back to sleep at that point with the intention of waking up again. And apparently, and this is the hard part for me, apparently if you like are confident, like they keep saying, like you had to be very confident in your goal and stuff like that, and you had to have a little mantra or whatever that you say, like I will wake up and everything. And for me, it's happened out of 2 weeks of trying it every other night, because my wife gets annoyed that I'm setting alarms for 4:30 or 5 in the morning to try this. But you get up at that time, you go and you lay back down, and I go lay back down somewhere else so I don't disturb my wife or she doesn't disturb me. And you set the intention of I am going to wake up, and what happens is, because you've interrupted your REM state, you can go back into a partial REM state when you go back to sleep. And if you're able to wake up in that, it's much easier to enter into that sleep paralysis mode where you have the lead blanket on you and you can't move and you're in the vibrational state. And I've succeeded at doing that twice in 2 weeks, doing it every other day. And I've almost popped out. Like they say, like once you're there, you either got to let it happen naturally, and if nothing happens, then you really forcefully try to pop out. And I don't know exactly what that means. I've seen videos where that's really all they say. I don't think that anyone can really describe their method of doing it. But apparently you have to really intentionally like stand up or float up without doing it in real life. Like obviously you can't just stand up, right? Because you would, and so that it's very weird. It's like, how do you stand up and really mean it without standing up in real life? And then to make it even crazier, whenever you succeed in this, when you stand up in the astral plane, it really does feel like you're standing up. And so I guess the way of knowing, and no one's ever said this, by the way, I've seen video after video on like a step-by-step process on how to do this. No one ever says that you can look down and see yourself. Like that would be the first thing that I would realize is like, hey, I know I'm in the astral plane because I just stepped out of my body and I can look down and see myself. No one has said that, that I've seen anyway. So that's going to be some stuff that I'm going to start reporting, because it seems to be like stuff that people are interested in. And heck, I'm interested in it. I've done all this amazing, just unbelievable journey through my psychedelic trips and everything, and talking to God and going to hell and all this other stuff. And all the descriptions that I read about astral projection, it basically reads exactly like my experiences that I had on psychedelics. It's like you apparently can see beings and in fact, from what I saw, you can do more stuff. Like you can, if you're really good at it, you can just snap your fingers and go to wherever you want on the planet or off the planet, or even back in time. You can like rewatch memories and participate in memories that you've had and stuff like that. And visiting, talking to deceased loved ones and stuff. And so it seems like you can even do more. So if I can crack this code here, I mean, it seems like it would be even better and more insightful and mind-blowing and amazing than than my experiences on psychedelics and stuff. So that's going to be my goal henceforth on this channel, is in between trip episodes and unpacking episodes and stuff like that, which are very much action-packed and very philosophical in nature and mind-blowing like crazy. To fill the time in between that, I'm going to be doing this kind of like vlog. I don't know, is that audio or video journal or whatever of my experiences. And I'm going to try to do it it's going to really annoy my wife. I'm going to try to do it every night. And I'm going to not bombard y'all with videos every day, right? But I'll report back on the stuff that is either mildly successful or extremely successful, or if I capture, if I notice certain patterns in stuff that works or doesn't work, I'll report that back too. And then keep in mind that I suck. Like, I really do suck at meditation, at this astral projection thing. But again, I mean, it seems legit, y'all. And I had one experience that was pretty dang legit. Now, I think a lot of what I experienced was more like the power of suggestion. And I'll get into that when I cover my astral projection experience that I had, my astral projection experience that I had. Again, I'm not fully convinced that it happened, but I can tell y'all that I'm getting close. I'm nipping the heels, and I'm excited. I mean, I think it would be really cool. And I don't know. Just stay tuned. I'll let you know what I figure out, and you better believe that if it happens, like a really good experience, the implications are just astounding there. If that really happens, I'm going to make one of the most kick-ass episodes you've ever heard or seen in your entire life. And so, just looking forward to the future here on this. I'm never, ever, ever going to lie to y'all. If I say that something happened to me, I'm not saying that it really happened, okay? I'm saying that I truly believe it happened, okay? That's the whole weird thing about all these psychedelic trips and everything, is for a long time I was trying to prove an objective reality. Like, this stuff is really real, and this was a real experience, and all that other stuff. And, that brings into question, what is real? I mean, someone else couldn't come in and see what I saw without having taken psychedelics. And even if they did, would they have seen the same thing? There are accounts of people sharing experiences on trips, but still, it really is in your head. And so, but that's what reality is. Reality is in your head too. And so what is real? Real is that which you take action on. It's like the stimulus that causes you to change your behavior or take action on something. Like whatever that is that triggers that change, that's what real is. And so I promise you, I swear to you, that I am never going to embellish or mislead or anything like that. If I'm experiencing it and if I am reporting it, it happened to me, period. Blah, blah, blah. I can keep going on and on. This is a long video already. Here I go again, just blabbering like I always do. But anyway, so that's the future of this channel, not my podcast. My podcast is strictly only going to be the trip experiences and stuff like that. But this channel, we're going to start covering this astral projection. I cannot believe I'm saying this stuff. Like the old Andrew right now would just laugh in my face. Anyways, love all you guys and gals. Keep liking and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you. If you're seeing this video for the first time and you're interested in this stuff, subscribe, please. Tell your friends and stuff like that. I'm trying to eke out some kind of living, having quit my job and stuff. I'm getting No, nothing. I'm getting $0.0 so far. But you know, the thing is I shouldn't really be seeking a profit, right? I can figure something out, y'all. Don't worry about me. I'm not gonna call upon your mercy here. I think it's kind of BS to have something that is supposed to try to help people. Like that's my end goal is to help people, right? I'm sharing my experiences because they're way deeper than I thought that they would be. And it was compelling for me to say like, man, like I can't just keep all of this to myself. Like other people need to hear this. Like this is way deeper than me and way deeper than anyways, I shouldn't be seeking a profit. If a profit happens, cool. If it doesn't, at least I'm helping people somehow, some way. Anyways, there's another classic Andrew ramble sesh. Love you all. Let's charge into the astral. I swear I'm not going crazy, y'all. I swear. I love you all. Take it easy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So, even though I told you I'm not going to do this every night, I'm only going to cover like the significant events, right? Tonight, though, I am going to try astral projecting again using the indirect method, and I am going to report back the next day, regardless. You know, even if it's a quick little video that says, "Hey, it didn't work," you know. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. It is, what time is it right now? It is 8:10. I'm going to do a little bit of exercise, and then I'm going to go to bed. Try to go to bed around like 9:30. Wake up at like 4 or something like that, and give it a shot. So I'll be reporting back. Hopefully we have good news. Hopefully I have my first like real, like full-fledged astral projection event. All right, guys, gals, talk to you later. Like, subscribe, share, etc. And comment. Like my last trip video, at the beginning I said, hey, there is a certain thing in this video that I don't want us to comment about. That's only that one thing. The rest of the video, please comment. Like, I love y'all's comments. If y'all want to discuss anything further, I'm happy to, but that one subject is off limits, I'm sorry to say. But everything else, bring it on. Comment on this video, comment on any video. I really do love hearing from y'all, no joke. Yeah, see y'all soon.